This has us fighting over things that we should not be fighting over, and it is intended to do that. What we need to be doing is focusing on things that aren't opinionative, things that we know that they're doing wrong and that they shouldn't be doing it. Like, look at this right here. Critical press coverage of congressional stock trading did not end with the pandemic. In March 2023, certain lawmakers reportedly sold large amounts of stock held in banking corporations in the midst of a possible national bank crisis. On March 10th, 2023, an investment account owned by Representative Jared Malkowitz, I guess that's how you pronounce that, his children sold between $65,000 and $150,000 worth of shares in Seacoast Bank Corp. After I'm not going to pronounce that, Malkowitz, yeah, I like to meet a challenge. Malkowitz, I think that's what it is, had attended a bipartisan congressional briefing on the banking crisis, and just days before Seacoast shares fell nearly 20%. Now, he's not the only one. You see here they list Nancy Pelosi. They talk about some other people down here. Let me see who they're talking about here. Okay, so we have this guy here, Michael McCaul, who sits on the House Foreign Affairs and House Homeland Security committees, where he has access to highly sensitive and critically important information about the tech and defense industries, purchased tech stocks in over 140 separate transactions. In the same year, he sold 10.4 million in technology stocks and over 9 million in communication services and financial services stocks, and over 6 million in both consumer, cyclical, and healthcare stocks. In its 2022 study, the New York Times found that 13 lawmakers reported that they or immediate family members had bought or sold shares of companies that were under investigation by their committees between 2019 and 2021, and that 44 of the 50 members of Congress who were most active in the markets bought or sold securities in companies over which their committee assignments could have given them a degree of knowledge or influence. So while I see a lot of threads online and a lot of posts online and a lot of videos on YouTube about absurd subjects where people are debating things where there is no debate and they only think there's a debate because they've been brainwashed into believing there's one on certain subjects, I don't see anybody posting about this. I don't see any, just outrage. Like, of course, if you look in the search engine, you can pull some stuff up on this subject, but I'm saying it's not right there in your face. It's not going viral online. These sorts of subjects aren't. But this is just an example of the sorts of things that we need to be talking about more online. And these people who have you talking about this other nonsense, these people are a part of the problem. And I firmly believe that a lot of them are plants, that they're actually put there for that very reason, because it kills me how hard it is for some people, like just an average person, to start a YouTube channel and start a successful YouTube channel. They can't get hardly any views. And then you get this person that you never heard of comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden, within a few months, his channel is like super popular, super successful. He's already got an online store up and all of that, and he's making all this money. He's getting all of these views. He's getting more views than CNN or Fox News. And all of a sudden, he's got this big following. And then all of a sudden, he's being invited on other channels to be interviewed. And it's just really suspicious. And when I look at the things that some of these people are talking about, and I'm like, these people never really talk about anything that we need to be talking about. And then when people bring up subjects that we should be talking about, it's almost like they find some kind of way not to talk about it. They get out of it, but they want to talk about the more absurd things. They sit up and point the finger at people about cultural issues, when the truth of the matter is that if these cultural issues didn't exist, they have the kind of business model where they would have no business. You have to wonder, okay, if all of a sudden all of these ridiculous social issues were to just go away, they would just be solved. What's this guy or this woman going to talk about then? You just kind of wonder that. Like, I bet this person could not find it. Probably what would happen is the show would become totally uninteresting, but because they're a tool of the state, YouTube would probably help them in the algorithm or whatever. But that is a thing, unfortunately. But Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to leave it right there, man. I just wanted to vent a little bit, man. I'm just looking around at things that people are talking about, people that just allowing themselves to be distracted about these issues that aren't even important in comparison to the things that we need to be talking about. And this is the things I discussed in this video. Those are just examples. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think down in the comment section. And look, just be respectful. And, you can totally disagree with me or whatever. I'm not a fascist, so I don't care. You can disagree with me. That's totally cool. But just be respectful. And look, if you like the video, please give it a like. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed and hit the bell. This channel has had a rough road. It's one of the reasons why I kind of stepped away from it. Every now and then I'll drop a short, but yeah, I think I've kind of gotten on the bad side of the algorithm, if you know what I mean, the algorithm. So yeah, but anyway, guys, talk to you later.